So this is a different kind of video. It was very spontaneous the way that this happened. Tyler Rice came over last night and we were talking a lot about film and a lot about photography in general. So we answered, I was trying to anticipate questions that you would be interested in so he can answer them as well. For all of you photography fans out there, this video is something for you and I think you will really appreciate this. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this after this newborn knowledge that I now have. But if you're not interested in like this video, because the format's way different. It's a lot of talking and it's not documented the best just because I was winging it. We just pulled out my camera and started recording and talking, and it's a lot of information, but it's all information that I think needed to be said and needed to be in a video. So if you are interested, here's today's video. You guys, it's 7:40 p.m. at nighttime, not in the morning, PM, that's what that means. Anyway, you guys, guess who's at my house right now? Tyler Rice, the film god, the film camera god, photo wizard. If you haven't seen Tyler's photos, go over to his Instagram, it's in the description below, and check it out because they are sick. I look at his photos and like every day and love them. Yeah, they're amazing. I love his photos. But he's telling me a lot of information right now about my film camera that I didn't even know. Now, a lot of times, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys, a lot of the time why I don't vlog about shooting film and about like my settings and all this stuff, all these questions that people ask me, is because I don't know. I literally just shoot stuff that I think looks cool. And I know that if you push film and if you do certain, I know like little tricks of the trade, I know if you do those certain things that you can have an image come out way sicker than, you know, it would if you didn't know those tricks. But he's teaching me a lot of stuff right now. Where were we?
So basically on this camera, it is...
You gotta get used to this, dude.
No, really.
Yeah, just talk. You're good. You're chilling.
Right here on your lens, I don't know if you can see those. 1.7,
yeah,
2.8, 4, 5.6, all that up to 16.
Yeah.
That is your aperture.
Okay.
So what that does, if you press this little button in...
The rule of thumb is Sunny 16, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you were at 1.7, there is no aperture blades right now. But if you go down to about 5.6, it closes.
Right.
See that?
Okay.
And if you go into 16, it'll get even smaller.
Okay.
So it's kind of like your eye, what's that word?
Your retina?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's your retina. I don't know. We could Google this, but we don't have time.
It closes if it's like a really sunny day. There's also one other thing you have to remember. Your depth of field.
Right.
So meaning if I'm at 1.7 and I'm focusing on this laptop right here,
okay,
everything behind it is going to be blurry. But if I go into like f11, which is a smaller aperture,
right,
everything behind it is going to be sharper.
Every single thing that I've been wondering for the last couple years literally just clicked into my head. Yeah. That's all I needed to know. Okay, so if I want to shoot a portrait of you like right now, and I want the background to be blurry, and I want, obviously there's not enough light in here, we can't do it, but that's the thing about film cameras, you need a lot of light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just like shoot indoors and expect to get a good image at all. It'll come out grainy and blurry. But so if I wanted to shoot a picture of you right now in some good lighting, and I wanted the background to be blurry, and I wanted your face in focus, I would shoot it on all the way down to 1.7, 2.8.
Yeah, like 1.7, 2.8, maybe 5.6. It kind of depends on your light. And
if we're at the beach, really good natural lighting, then I can go as far down as I want, probably, right?
Yeah. There's another thing. If it's at f16, it's only going to let in so much light. So think of all this light passing through your
someone explained this to me the other day and it made sense. Mike was trying to explain this to me, Mike Osterman, and he was trying to explain it to me with this, but he didn't really, no offense, Mike, no offense. You did a much better job explaining it. At least I understood it.
Yeah.
I understood it better. You didn't do anything wrong, Mike. I'm sorry, I love you.
So if you turn it down towards like 5.6 or 8, that hole in your lens is going to open up, meaning more light is going to
Right.
But if you're shooting, let's say, a landscape or a portrait, if you go down to 1.7, whatever you focus on is going to be sharp.
Okay.
Whatever is not focused on is going to be blurry or soft.
Dude, okay, we need to like go out one of these days this week and shoot, because I'm actually a lot more excited now.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna sound so stupid, dude, but like I'm so much more excited now to shoot film, even more excited than what I have been. But because I've almost felt like I was limited, because I didn't know what else to do with it, because I didn't know that. I've been shooting film for like 3 years now. Yeah. It's weird. The way I learn is like crazy. It's different because learning, like I learn best by experience. I don't learn by absorbing a bunch of information. I learn by making mistakes.
Yeah,
you know?
I do too.
So
honestly, I learned by just, when I first started, I would get like blank photos, and I learned like, oh, your shutter speed is too fast or too slow, you know?
Right.
So,
but see, I didn't even piece that together. I'd be like, why does it look like that? How come it doesn't look like that guy's?
Yeah. There's a circle inside, kind of looks like that.
Yeah, and then it lines up, right? Yeah. So I know that, but I'm saying, will it, like, when I look inside this viewfinder here, will everything else behind it be blurry? Or I won't know until I get the image back because it's film, right?
It depends on your aperture. So the opening in the lens.
Yeah.
Depending on what f-stop they call it.
Yeah.
It's another word for aperture.
Aperture, yeah.
That depends on how much will be.
Aperture is like this entire mechanism, but like the f-stops are each individual stops, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. If you were to shoot a portrait at 1.7, you know, like I said, your person would be in focus, but everything in front of it and behind it would be soft.
Right, but but with digital, you're able to see that on the screen. You're able to see what the image is going to look like before you shoot it.
Yeah.
Can you do that on film, or it's pretty much? Oh, you can.
Yeah, that's actually what this button is for. So if you were to press this button in, and let's say you're at like 5. Let's say you're at like 8. If I look in, I can see what will be in focus.
Let me see. Let me try.
It's really dark too.
As long as what's in the center is in focus, I can't see because that camera's just black.
Oh, sorry.
All I see is black.
But yeah,
I'm trying to put your eye in focus, but I can't.
That little circle inside.
Let's go in here and let's see if we can. I want to see if I can see this. Turn the light meter on. Let's see how. Okay, yeah, there isn't even enough light in here. It's crazy. So what? This is at f-stop. Where's my? Oh, so I'll follow this line right here for my aperture. This white line?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll indicate what f-stop
Yeah,
is.
so you're at, what, 16?
Yeah. It looks grainy when I look through the viewfinder. Is that normal?
Yeah, it's, so because the lens is closing down,
yeah,
it is, it's letting less light.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. I'm just confused as what I'm looking for, what will indicate for me to let me know that you're in focus. Obviously you'll be in focus, but how there's a whole like shield of grain across the viewfinder, but that's because this is turned in and the aperture is closed.
Yeah. So do you see that little circle?
Yeah.
You want that little line, the little two thingies.
That's not how this camera works. It's not a Canon A81. I know what you're talking about.
It sure worked though.
But I don't have that in this camera.
No?
This camera's older than that, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So everything that needs to be in focus is just what's within that small circle.
It'll show though. It should.
Look. See what I'm saying? There's no line that lines up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
By my best judgment is what will tell me is in focus or not, right?
Okay, so if you look up towards the light, or whatever the hell you're focusing on,
yeah,
it'll look kind of grainy.
Okay.
But once
it's not going to come out grainy on film if there's enough light.
No.
You know what I mean? Okay.
No. So when it's focused, all that like grain look should be smooth, I guess you'd say. So if I were to focus on...
Oh, inside the circle it should be smooth is what you're saying. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to like go out and experiment with this.
Yeah. Should.
This here is gonna be an entire video. It's weird. Okay, I feel like I'm making it sound like I know less than what I actually do. I do know, but this was something that I never clicked and put the puzzle pieces together with in my head, which is something very basic. You know, in photography, I'm sure that's like the first thing you learn, right?
Usually, I mean,
yeah,
it's one of the things.
See, so all the photos that I shot for all of my zines and that I've shot over the last 3 years, there was no aperture adjustment whatsoever in any of those. The aperture was always on what it was set on when I bought that camera three years ago. I swear to God, yeah.
Yeah, once you learn aperture...
I've got some good photos out of it.
Yeah, you have, definitely.
I just left it on auto.
Once you learn aperture, though, you can... It's a whole new world.
Dude, I know. I'm really excited right now.
Because if I shot a photo of you right now...
This is how excited I am.
If I shot a photo of you at like 1.7,
right,
I could get everything behind you blurred.
God, that's so sick, dude.
But if I shot a photo, it's like that new iPhone feature.
Oh, right. The portrait mode. Yeah. Okay, Tyler and I actually decided to leave my house because I actually have to run to Vaughn's to grab some more A&D ointment for my tattoo. But while we're out, we're gonna try practicing shooting some photos. I'm gonna try and practice shooting some stuff with all this new information that he gave me. And it's actually low light too, so it's a lot more of a challenge, and I'm up for it. We're gonna shoot this little situation right here. Just whatever's going on. So I wanna let in the most light possible, maybe not too much because it's, or wait, at nighttime, do you wanna let in like, do you always wanna shoot at like 1.7 or whatever?
I mean, because it's a darker scene, you want to shoot at a bigger hole aperture, which means 1.4.
1.4.
So,
but a faster shutter speed.
Well, because it's such a dark scene, you want to slow down your shutter speed to let in light too.
Right. But then it's going to be grainy.
No. Let's think if the sun was out at noon.
Mm-hmm.
And you shot this at 1.4 at 1/25th, it would most likely be blown out.
Right.
Just too bright.
See, that I understand, but with this, it's not going to look too grainy if I shoot it with like a really low shutter speed and a really low f-stop.
Yeah, because if you think about it, there's no light right now.
Yeah, no, none.
The only light you're getting is that light right there,
right?
The building. And
so everything else is going to be super dark, and it's just going to get this, basically.
Most likely, yeah.
All right. Yeah. All of this makes sense to me, and like Tyler said, I don't think he said this on camera, but literally my whole world just lit up and everything just made sense. It's literally like I'm in a whole new world with shooting now that I know this information. It's just weird because it's the one thing that I always had a question about, and once he explained it to me, it literally all made sense, and I feel like the possibilities are now endless. I'm putting this on a tripod to take a picture of that because it's in very low light and we need it to be stable so that we don't get streamers. I gotta guess. I gotta take a guess. Definitely gonna have to be at 1.4, but I'm gonna guess either at 8 or 4. I'm guessing the shutter speed and the aperture for the situation that we're shooting.
So look through that thing, aim it at what you're gonna shoot, press the button on the very side right there. What does it say?
1.430?
1.4 at 30.
Really? At 30? I was thinking it would have been way lower because it's like less light.
Did you focus on the roof or did you focus on...
I focused on the roof.
Okay, so the roof...
That's what I want to shoot.
The roof is gonna be brighter than the windows right there.
Because there's more. Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, the roof is a highlight, which is a brighter area than the windows. The windows are going to be a darker area, which means to expose for the windows, he would need to lower his shutter speed to let in more light.
Alright, Tyler left. This vlog was a little bit different, I know. There wasn't really a lot that went on to it. Tyler just ended up coming over. I literally sat here all day and I just was editing, I don't know. And I kind of took my time with it. I was just kind of relaxing and chilling and enjoying it. Learning actually how to use my aperture on my film camera opens not so many doors, but it opens like one large door. For me to learn things and know how to use things, I really have to like understand them. I was always that kid in school asking all of the questions that everyone in the class probably hated and got so annoyed with because I would ask the same question in different ways. Like they weren't understanding what I was trying to ask, so I had to re-ask the question a bunch of times. Like what I had to do here today with Tyler. because I need to understand how things work and why they work the way that they do in order for me to really know how to use and learn something. I don't know, it's just how my brain operates. I literally need to understand things at the very core in order to like get it and for it to click. And after three and a half years of shooting film, that finally clicked, and I feel like the possibilities are endless. I was already looking at things differently in terms of shooting, and I'm really excited to make more photo vlogs and to talk more about this kind of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tyler's planning on starting a vlog sometime soon. I don't know. I don't even know if he wants me to say that. Dale, if he doesn't want you to say that, leave that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'm giving away first issue of the Slammin' Zine, so like this video. Let's get this video to like 2,000 likes. Just like the video and leave a comment on why you want a Slammin' Zine. Just leave a comment about Slammin', or leave some kind of comment in relation to the zine. I don't know. I want to give it away. I want to give one of these copies away. It's my personal stash, and I held on to these for a specific reason, so that because I knew I would eventually want to do something like this. I'll see you tomorrow. This isn't an Oreo. This is hummus.